Hello, my name is Casey Chan. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a Div 3 at Hampshire College. It's the only Hampshire College representative here. I'm going to tell you what that means. So being a Div 3 means I am in my senior year. I'm designing a self-designed kind of project that goes through the whole year, and every student at Hampshire College has to do one in order to graduate, and it has to be completed successfully. Mine is a 50-ish paged research paper exploring how Arabic teaching in the United States has evolved both currently and through a historical lens. I started studying Arabic my freshman year of college because I knew absolutely nothing about the language, and I felt like the best way to confront my ignorance was to just go into a class, learn the language. So I did. And in the past 4 years, I've taken Arabic courses at 4 of the 5 colleges, not Mount Holyoke, sorry, never made it there. And I've done summer immersion programs at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. And last summer, I was in Morocco, in Meknes, studying for 8 weeks. I'm continuing my studies at Boston University. Literally 3 days after I graduate is when my graduate program starts. And I'm obtaining a Master's of Arts in teaching Arabic as a foreign language. I've been awarded 2 scholarships by the school, essentially making my studies there a full ride, giving more validation to the work that I'm doing now. So my Div 3 is important even as foreign language enrollment is decreasing across the board. Numbers of Arabic, like numbers of people enrolling in Arabic, are actually increasing a lot. And so major points of my paper include looking at diglossia, a textbook analysis, and suggestions for how teachers of Arabic can be more effective, since most students drop out of Arabic by the end of the second year learning it. So Arabic is diglossic, meaning that the written form of the language is not what is spoken, and students in America usually learn the modern standard Arabic, which is Fusha. And that's fine unless they're taking a specific dialect course in which then they're learning that dialect. But modern standard Arabic is written and not spoken. Therefore, no native Arabic speaker has spoken modern standard Arabic as their native language. And also it means that you can't go to an Arabic-speaking country knowing only modern standard Arabic and expect anyone to understand you, because they won't. Because when I was in Morocco, nobody understood what I was saying. Moving on. Many Arabic textbooks, I analyzed about 20 different ones from like the decades that have been published, and I noticed that they all carry a geographical and a vocabulary-based bias depending on where the authors hail from. There are some Arabic-speaking countries that are just more represented in textbooks than other Arabic-speaking countries, which is like, could be a Div 3 project all on its own. And I think that's important to note as well. And there's also the assumption, especially post 9/11, that students learning Arabic in America are doing so because they really care about 2 things: the government or the United Nations. Like, that's it. And looking at that bias has really, and knowing that it's not true, has really shaped how my paper has been written. Teachers need to kind of focus more on why students are interested in learning the language to provide a better course of study. So my last point is that just about every college and university uses the Al-Kitab system of books. The 5-college system does as well. Al-Kitab is great. It teaches about the Arabic language. I am going to argue that it does not actually do a good job of teaching the language itself at all. We can talk about that for hours, so please talk to me about that. And teachers of Arabic are not often trained to teach modern standard Arabic well. The 5 colleges is actually quite exceptional in that I've pretty much only had great teachers here. Like, I've been very, very lucky and very fortunate, but that's not the case everywhere in the United States. The diglossic aspect means that native speakers are teaching a language that they too have learned. So if a school needs an Arabic teacher, what usually happens is they'll find a native speaker and then ask them to teach. credentials and training are overlooked for the fact that someone knows Arabic, and that's enough because the school has to have an Arabic course for some reason. And so for my div, I looked at 120 institutes in the United States, colleges and universities, national and liberal arts schools, and of those, 104 schools taught Arabic. And of those 104, only 3 schools had degree-granting programs for Arabic teaching. That is less than 3%, and that kind of sucks. And it shows that this statistic is significant because it shows that the availability of training and resources that people who want to teach Arabic have, like, they're just not available, they don't really exist. And so as teachers, we need support, and there needs to be better systems. So essentially what I'm doing with my div at Hampshire is I'm tearing down the notion that Arabic itself, like the language itself, is the hardest language to learn. I don't actually believe that. I think it's the current paradigms and the systems surrounding the language that make it inherently difficult for native English speakers. So that's my journey with Arabic thus far. These past 4 years have seen many hours, tears. I have cried a lot of tears over this language, and frustration, and they haven't been easy, but I mean, it's been so worth it, and I am very grateful. So shukran, and thank you.